Ending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So, what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon. Surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So, the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants?
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You're right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census. You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
The Grey Wardens have some unusual traditions too.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Hi. Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Did you set all this up to make a good impression?
Of course not. I was only...
Because it's working.
Then it's my pleasure to share the tranquility of this place with you.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
Know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
Right away. Oh, that's interesting.
What is?
That chill, just now. Someone... Yes. A death nearby, some ages ago. What an extraordinary flux of emotions. To create such an imprint.
Are you doing death mage stuff?
If I found the right parts, I could ask how they died.
What? Why?
Certainly. I can assist.
Ah, that opened up something. Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
I see some of my colleagues have begun the renewal of the vows.
Professor Volkaren has been around recently.
Oh, he was my teacher for 2 years on Petersburg Calling.
You're lucky. I had Coldavash.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
Good. Need some action. Enemies at range. We're being fired upon.
The bones we found just disappeared. Let's try this again. That did it. The bones are back where they should be.
At least that spirit didn't walk him around.
Oh, it's far too weak to attempt a possession. For now.
For now? Ugh. I don't want to know.
If you insist.
That skeleton that used to be a spirit of curiosity is gone.
Our gratitude. The magic animating this haunting is ancient.
The gods stole its slumber.
Have the vows in the vaults of the beloved been renewed?
We have found willing souls.
Very good.
The Venatori won't be bothering you anymore.
You have our thanks.
The spirits rest more soundly.
There are no further signs of the Venatori. However, we may wish to send some back as cautionary examples to the rest.
Yes. Prepare yourselves. Farewell.
Hey, corpse guy.
It's Emmerich. Please.
I heard Navarra has lots of dragons. You ever see a Wildervale spitter?
I can't say that I have.
You know it can breathe fire? Or poison gas?
It's not really my area of expertise.
The fire breath is actually just the poison gas. It burns when the dragon breathes.
Ah.
Most dragons always ignite their breath. The spitter's special for being able to choose whether to light it up.
Places between. We sail.
They're down.
Is there anywhere the Dreadwolf doesn't worm his way into?
Ravane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there. Watch yourself. Trouble coming. They're hitting us from there! Now let's see what they've got. Hey, we need to talk about Hassan.
What'd he do now?
It's what you did. You're not feeding him right.
What are you talking about? That Griffin eats better than I do. He had steak last night.
Yes. You're giving him too much meat. He needs more fiber.
And what makes you an expert on Griffin dietary needs?
His poop smells wrong.
Never mind. Forget I asked. Got company. put them right where you want them. Make it hurt. One for us.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed. Better be ready. Here we go! Hit the down road! Nice move. Gotta end this move.
We're good.
Okay, Tosh. Can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how griffin spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try. He doesn't like vegetables.
Nobody likes vegetables. You still gotta eat them.
Wonder if they could spare a few waterfalls for the amber fights.
Looks like the Antam got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Anton.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
Hey, I think you were right about Hassan's gut issues. I got him to start eating carrots. He seems to have more energy.
Good.
He also crapped out some orange spore the size of a dinner plate in Emmerich's room.
Nice! Good, Griffin. Gotcha. Got it. Some kind of puzzle with torches or flyers or something. Might get treasure out of it.
Hassan's eating a lot better. Point to the dragon hunter, I guess. Still turns his nose up at apples, though. Thought he loved them.
You could try putting flax seeds on his meat.
Flax seeds?
Yeah, lots of fiber. Good for your gut. You could try some yourself.
My gut is fine, thanks.
Let me know if you change your mind. I know a guy. Okay.
Time to finish this one.
Good hit!
Take him out! There, finish them! Keep the odds. Trouble nearby. Watch for ranged attacks! Take him down! Nice hit, Rook. I'm good to go.
Finish it.
Hassan, now!
Hey, they had one of the crows prisoner. She's still alive. Everybody good?
The Arntam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Arntam there.
Yep. Looks like we made a door. All right.
sight you never see hunting in the deep roads. I'm in the wrong business.
I'm on it.
Door's sealed, but I'll bet the warden's left a clue around here to open it.
So you're Dalish.
That a question?
I thought the Dalish stuck together. Why aren't you with your clan?
Blunt and to the...
Piss them off? Yeah, that fits.
And I can see a day coming when you and I smack the crap out of each other.
I'm free tomorrow.
Whatever the Warden sealed, we've opened.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
I wasn't expecting...
What?
I don't know. You with the birds, this is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Untarm called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks the Dari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them. What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vash Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Okay.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting. Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An untimed supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. I'm on it.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melts some metals, not all.
How would you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Huh. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh. It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
No good being stuck in the rain. You gonna be okay?
My shelter is enough. It's better for me than being inside.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Ravani, and a little dragon?
Yeah.
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So how do you get it?
I had to leave my old life behind when I joined the Grey Wardens. And I had to leave that to help stop Solus. So you take what... works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's my business. She's not in my...
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied. Although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
So it's uncommon for you to be interested in men, but not unheard of?
Huh. Well, thanks for coming. We should get back.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evenuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evenuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
as you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Whether they were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice!
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dread Wolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead, and they just let you leave Navarra.
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Sounds good. Sometimes I miss home too.
Rook, I'm not... well, perhaps a little.
You'll cheer up once we look at some graves, I bet.
The ceremony should be most centering. I'll let you know when it's time.
And knowledge.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
I was thinking, this is too easy. When does it get hard?
I don't believe that for a second. Archdemon blood taking hold of your brain?
Hey, this warden plays to win.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who have left for theirs. Here, Warden. Thanks for your service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the Deep Roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the First Warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not.
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the First Warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
More like our esteemed First Warden is an impossible ass.
Let him be. You and I will sort this ourselves.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have. Weishaupt will come through. Along with a very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
I wasn't raised under the Qune, but our people believe some jobs are for men and others are for women.
Yep.
You dress like a warrior. And for Qunari, warrior is a man's job. Is that why your mother said what she said?
No. I mean, maybe. But it's fine. She says stuff like that all the time.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
If something about being a woman is hurting you, I don't think it's stupid at all.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Had some good fights out there. Huh. Nice.
I'm sure Teo will welcome you to stay here in the Diamond.
I don't care. I don't sleep anymore anyway. But thanks for caring.
I keep the crows well stocked. You're welcome to it. I'm always open.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Then our merchant has information on the Antar?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time. Visit her gallery and ask her what the Antam are up to.
I promise he's not sending you just for some exposure to Antivan art.
There are worse ways to spend an evening.
A journal? About seeing Venatori and Crow meeting spots.
Intrigue beckons, surely.
Let's dig around some more.
Thank you for saving Jacobus. I hope I can help him save himself. He is at a dangerous point in his training. If he is not careful, he risks becoming merely a killer.
You ever talk to Jacobus?
Back on the ground soon.
So, Emric, you're a Mortalitasi.
Mortalitasi is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
But you are a necromancer.
Yes, certainly.
They're close.
An excellent hit, Rook! Now's your chance!
They're down.
Have you thought about it?
Our families have always lived here.
The Antam are not slowing down.
We have the crows.
I think that art merchant with information on the Antam lives near here. Hello? Are you alright?
I'm ending up in my own gallery. Then the brutes left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
What business do the Antam have with an art gallery?
Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome.
Iago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please, look around. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition. Those Antam not kind in prevention. Well met.
As a spirit mage, Emmerich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when he doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
You could be forgiven for assuming it was a normal market day. I wonder if they carry Navaran goods.
How can I help you today? If your stomach bothers you, a little ginger will set you right.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. We favor lighter wear here, but have heavier armor in stock as
The
well.
Hamantam is it serving the great.
Anything I can help you with?
Left the Qun to get away from Antam assholes. Now they're here anyway.
Let me know if you need a custom fit.
What? Fine.
Thank you again for your effort against the dragon. Shame we didn't get the kill.
It's still a danger.
You were proficient against the dragon, despite circumstances.
It's still out there.
It is, and if the occupation was broken, I'd be on its trail. Never abandon a contract. Not your own, not another crow's.
Welcome back. We just got a pair of woodcut replicas of Veilgaurd daggers from Harkin Hideout.
All right, we should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam is stealing pieces of art. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Busy as anything, but no help to be found anywhere.
The Arntom have scared people off, but the crows are after him. You'll see.
How's business?
Can't complain.
Come take a look if you like.
But I mean, Arntom, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Arntom who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
Simply waltzing off with that man's goods was brazen, even for the Arntom.
It cannot be for coin. There are faster ways to fill their coffers.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drowned district. Let's start there. Close to that camp where the Arntom took that merchant's stolen sculptures. Let's look around for that stolen art. Or any sign of what the Arntom are doing with it. Nothing here.
There's nothing of interest here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back towards him.
Spy on me all you wish. You will only see me.
That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. Bet he caught us listening in.
And so he purposefully sent us off on a wild chase.
The note said the Antam are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Magic? What are those fools trying to do in Treviso now?
The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location is a different Antam camp, in the center of the city. Let's head there and figure out what they're working on with the Venatori. Okay, we're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Intruders! You said you won't follow Venatori.
Now's your chance.
Well...
All right, let's find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive, much more explosive.
Alchemy is fraught with peril at the best of times. Adding in enchanted components...
We must go to Deandiago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
people are energized after seeing that dragon run out of Treviso. They sing the crow's praises more loudly in the streets.
Except in front of the Antam.
Still.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antam make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
You should talk to some of the other occupation survivors.
You sound like air. Take time, feel the loss how you need. I wish I were a full-fledged crow. I'm just trapped here, doing nothing.
That was Jacobus.
Like many who have lost family, he seeks to fill the hole with the blood of others. This hole has no bottom, however. Climbing down is not the way out. I've not said that to him, though. Platitudes are not the comfort he needs or desires.
Jacobus doesn't seem
You don't think highly of spirit magic, Lucanus, because of your experiences with a Venatori, I suppose?
Partly.
I assure you that performed with care, necromancy is no more harmful than any other magecraft.
There is a difference. Fire and ice spells kill people. They don't bring them back again.
What's so objectionable about a simple reanimation?
It's a waste of hard work.
For the gods of Tevinter! Altar before us! Watch the right! Press him! Say the word! Strike them now!
And Venatori dropped a note.
I command it! Attack! On it!
We need to close in.
Say the word! Dogs out!
And Venatori dropped a note. A Venatori traitor.
Good to know.
Something's up with the crows and Venatori. The journal belongs to a crow named Chance. We'll look for them around the diamond. Maybe they know what this is about. Are you Chance Candide? Found your journal. Couldn't help reading something about Venatori.
Ah, you've become embroiled in our local mystery. If you wish to help, let me shed some light. Venatori were spotted lurking in places where the crows conduct confidential business.
What can we do?
It would be a great help if you could search near our dead drops in the flooded district. That's where Venatori were last spotted. Please look for any clues as to what our spies are after.
For whatever it's worth, I'm sorry about your cousin, Dareth.
At least you completed his contract. Thanks for that. If the Antam hadn't... Ah! Why aren't we at war? What's it take to know we have to kill them all?
Where are you from?
How many crow houses are there, Lucanus?
A few dozen. Only 5, I'd recommend.
You've all such a fierce reputation outside Antiva.
Doing a job is different from doing it well. My grandmother knew more about doing it.
The Anta make demands, friends, but so do the crows.
Is this what you call acting for Treviso? Is this all you do?
Someone must supervise and make sure paperwork is filed. You can't trust people to just do things. Come to make more trouble. Can't you crows contain yourselves to the diamond?
It's not your business, but I'm not a crow.
Then you should be more selective about the company you keep. Responding to the Butcher requires a properly appointed leader, one who will make proper decisions. Treviso requires governance, not games.
It's fish. You either want it or you don't.
Wine glasses. Like people were toasting a deal.
Not a vintage I've seen on any crow table. But that means little if they were keeping a low profile, or have poor taste in wine.
Another secret note between a crow and a Venatori. That's our third note by these Crow and Venatori spies. Half of these letters are written in a cipher I can't make out. Let's talk to Chance.
The crows have been setting people free from the Antom's cages.
For now? What happens when they round more up?
My grandfather was a dealer for the crows. The Antom killed him, but I am here, and so are the crows. Treviso will be free.
If the butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let sheep sell freely.
I make a good armor for good fights. Happy to help.
What is a governor supposed to be doing in times of occupation? You're not fighting the Antom.
Come take a look if you like.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
Has it? How fascinating.
I have something just for you.
Let me know if you'd like to see anything close up. The Antom almost shut us down because they don't like magic. But once I explained the vibrational harmonies, they let us stay.
Looking for anything in particular? Each piece is an investment.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Another question about the crows, Lucanus.
Go ahead.
Do you have any say in your targets?
You want to know if my victims deserve it?
Forgive me. I shouldn't have asked.
Wonders. I never kill by my gun. I cannot say if yours would agree. I'm on it.
I see we've company.
Get back!
Nicely done.
Another of those Fen-Horel altars.
Lucanus, do the implications of your work never trouble you?
Everyone on this team has killed before. I'm hardly unique.
Yes, of course. But in your case, it's a profession, rather than an act of necessity.
I'm not sure the Venatori or the Antam see the distinction as you do. Consider it done. Easy enough. No te preocupes. As you wish.
Chance, we found notes from the Crone Venatori spies, but parts of them are in code.
Ah, thank you. This may yet help trace their movements. Give me a while to break the cipher on these letters.
I have heard that dragon rampaging through Minrator's blood.